You are looking live at Carson Park here in beautiful downtown Eau Claire as Zaleski Sports presents to you American Legion Baseball. The Winona, Minnesota LeJetz post number 9 and the Marshfield Blue Devils post 54 here on Zaleski Sports. Joe Anderson here to do play-by-play for you this morning. Logan Meyer, my excellent producer. They are just finishing up announcing the starting lineups for both teams. The Winona, Minnesota team is in gray pants, red jerseys with white numbers and blue sleeves. And the Blue Devils are sporting their new navy blue jersey tops with pinstripes and white numbers, letters, and trim, and gray pants. Just getting done with the starting lineups here. And I think we're going to have the playing of the national anthem, and then I will give you the rundown of where everybody is this morning. Nice rendition of the national anthem played here before the start of the game. Marshfield will be on defense to start things off this morning. Catching this morning for the Blue Devils will be number 26, Sloan Welch. Brad Neve, number 19, man's first base. Adam Cherney, number 1, is at second base. Chase Robinson sports number 8 and plays third. Number 3, Bennett Lang mans the shortstop position. In the outfield, number 6, Zane Adler is in left. Number 2, Brock Bennington is in center. And number 10, Caden Miller in right. And on the hill for this game is number 11, Ben Deach. And he will face John Going, Tyler Kellner, and Marcus Winter to lead things off here for post 9. The Winona LeJetz, head coached by Gary Hepner. Josh Metz manages the Blue Devils for Marshfield. You can't go wrong going to Carson Park. Beautiful facility, excellent press box. It takes a little bit of finagling, especially when you get older like me, to wiggle up the small stairs up here, but we're above the screen. So we got to keep our eyes open for foul balls. Logan has said that he hasn't had any hit him yet. We're going to make sure it doesn't happen again today. Deach taking his final warm-up pitches. Trying to get the old vocal cords warmed up here. Spent the day with my son Alec down on the farm yesterday. We did a lot of work. And then halfway through, after we kind of shared some water bottles, because it was, they said the temperature was only such and such, but I tell you something, when you're out working, pulling up old fence lines and brush and things like that, you sweat pretty hard. And then halfway through, he says, "Oh, yeah, by the way, Dad, I got a cold. I don't feel good." It's like, oh, thanks. So I'll do my best to give you a good rendition of today's game here on Zaleski Sports. We're going to start out here with John Going to lead things off for Winona. Deitch's first pitch, called a strike, right at 10 a.m. See what the temperature is here in Eau Claire. Beautiful sunny day, not a cloud in the sky. Deitch winds and delivers, fouled away, up over our head. Count is 0-2 to Going. It's 69 degrees officially here in Eau Claire. Fly ball. It's going to stay in the infield. Lang calls for it and makes the first out. That'll bring up Tyler Kellner, the second baseman. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin, is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. You can find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Kellner takes ball one from Deitch. Tyler is playing second base today for post 9. And popped up, but it's going to be out of play. And it's going to bounce off the stands behind the third base dugout. Winona is in that dugout on the third baseline, and Marshfield on the first baseline. Coach Metz on the top step. 4 players available to sub in for the Blue Devils here this morning. Deitch has a 1-1 count on Kellner, and Kellner hits a fly ball to center field. Bennington has to come in on it. He started to come in and kind of halted a bit, and then came in hard and got the out. So 2 up, 2 down. Marcus Winter, the pitcher, will bat now for the LeJetz. LE_JETZ. Our friends from Minnesota, just across the river from La Crosse. Deitch, the right-hander, pitches. Ground ball. Robinson gloves it over to first for the out. Neve, good squeeze. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It is scoreless here in Eau Claire. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball. Hey friends, A Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact A Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. The defense for the LeJetz from Winona, Minnesota, Elliot Bennick is the catcher. Cody Hendorf is at first. Tyler Kellner, the second baseman. John Going is at third. Carter Shields, the shortstop. In left field, Trevin Vistens. I hope I said that right. Number 17, Cole Schasso, is in center, and Joshua Heftman is in right. Cody Hundorf at first. And pitching for post 9 is Marcus Winter. 2 right-handers going at it today. And he will face Ben Deach, Chase Robinson, and Brock Bennington, the first 3 hitters in the lineup for Marshfield. So Ben Deach will lead things off. Ben just graduated this year from Marshfield Senior High. His parents are Paul and Janine Deach. He's got 2 sisters, Mackenzie and Allie. And he's going to be right here in Eau Claire going to college next year. His major is undecided. So leading things off for Marshfield is the pitcher, Ben Deach. Takes strike 1. And Winter starts him right off with a fastball in the outside corner. Joe Anderson here with play-by-play. Logan Meyer with excellent production. Oh, and Deach gets hit right on the helmet. I have seen more of that this year. And we've got a courtesy runner coming in for Marshfield. It's going to be Trevor Femmel. And he will run for Ben Deach. So Femmel at first. Chase Robinson, the batter. And Femmel tested right away. As a throw back to first, Hundorf holding him on. Winter from the stretch, checks the runner, and he comes set. Here's the pitch, and they send Femmel. Hit and run is on. Fly ball. Good catch by Chasso in center field to get the out. Sliding catch for number 17. Brock Bennington now will step into the batter's box for Marshfield. Brock bats from the right side. And takes strike 1. Brock, graduated from Marshfield Columbus in 2022. His folks are Nate and Raquel Bennington. He's got a sister Blair and a brother Blake, and he swings and misses for strike 2. He's in the hole 0-2. Brock Bennington, a member of that very talented Marshfield Columbus team that went to state his senior year in 2022. Bennington takes the hot pitch high and inside. Femmel retreats back to first. Coach Metz coaching at third. Gives the signs. Bennington in the hole, 1-2 now. The pitch outside. They send Femmel. And he gets the stolen base as Kellner unable to make the squeeze on the throw from Bennick. So Trevor Femmel at second now. 2-2 count to Brock Bennington. And struck him out looking right down Main Street with a fastball. 2 down brings up Aiden Cherney. Kind of like these uniforms for Marshfield. I like the pinstripes. Just kind of a cool color scheme, and just the number 54 for the post 54 and the right above the heart side of the uniform. Names on the back. Just kind of a cool look for Marshfield. First time I've seen those jerseys. 0-1 the count to Cherney. The pitch inside high for ball 1. Marcus Winter making it very apparent he's not afraid to use that and get that inside part of the plate for a strike. There's a strike. And Cherney knew it. He got psyched out on that curveball. 1-2 with 2 outs. Trevor Femmel at second. And he'll go on contact. Hit the right field. Heftman in foul territory makes the catch. What a great catch by Joshua Heftman. Wow. That's great. Well, no runs, no hits, and 1 left on. We head to the second inning. We're scoreless here in Eau Claire. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball. Hey friends, find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. With locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield, no matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. And don't forget to sign up for Fleet Farm Fleet Rewards and get great deals sent straight to you. Plus, you'll earn points on every purchase made in-store or online. Sign up now at fleetfarm.com. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Joe Anderson here, bringing you play-by-play. The master of the modulator, Logan Meyer, my producer. Scoreless here as we head to the second inning. Cody Hundorf leading things off from Winona. Takes a strike right down the middle of the plate. Looks a little low, according to the Winona coaching staff and players. Ben Deach pitching from the stretch. Nobody on. We're just underway here in the top of the second. And he hits a fly ball to left field. Adler and Bennington. Oh, what a catch for Zane Adler. That was a tough catch for Adler and left. Kind of didn't catch it really in the, he kind of right in the palm of the glove, right on the heel in the palm, and kept it in his glove. I tell you, Adler and Bennington work well out there. This brings up Carter Shields, and he takes strike one. Boy, Ben Deach pitching very well here to start out the second inning. No strikeouts yet, but has not allowed anybody to get on base. And just as soon as I say that, there's a base hit. Good hit for Shields. So there goes the no-hitter. Cole Schusso now batting for post 9. Gary Hepner coaching at third for the LeJetz. Swing and a miss for strike one to Schusso. Jonathan Heftman on deck for Winona. Worked in Wapaka last Saturday. It was a nice venue. We were sitting under a tent right on the third baseline. Hard to get a really solid, good shot. But up here, man, fly ball left field. Adler can't get that one. This is going to be extra bases. Hepner is sending Shields, and Shields will score standing up. So an RBI double for Cole Schussel here in the top of the second gives the Winona boys the lead here, 2-0 or 1-0. Jonathan Heftman, the right fielder. It's 1-0 here in the top of the second. First run in, RBI double for Cole Schussel. And Heftman doesn't see a pitch as there's a timeout between Sloan Welch and Ben Deach. Hey, friends, the Viaduct Bar and Grill of Marshfield serves juicy half-pound burgers daily. The Viaduct Bar and Grill is also home to cold drinks and fish fry Fridays. The Viaduct Bar and Grill on Marshfield's fabulous northwest side. Timeout over. Schussel at second, Heftman the batter. Ben Deach on the hill. He delivers. High for ball one. Deach gets the sign. Good lead for Schussel at second. And another ball for Jonathan Heftman. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. One out here in the top of the second. Right at Robinson, the snow cone. Good play for the third baseman, Chase Robinson, to get the out. 2 away. That was a rocket. Trevin Vistens will step in with 2 outs, and Cole Schussel at second. Vistens, the bats from the left side. Deach's pitch. Call the ball. Deach had been cruising along, had got the first 4 batters out, then gave up back-to-back hits, a single and a double. Just got Heftman to line out to Chase Robinson at third. That pitch way outside off speed. Not many here in the stands, but it's a beautiful facility. If you get a chance, come over here to Eau Claire to Carson Park to watch some baseball. We've got a plethora of games for you today. And another ball. Count now 3-0. Deach trying to get him to fish, and he's not biting. Gets the sign from Welch. Here's the pitch from Deach. That's right down Broadway. You knew that Vistens was taking all the way to try to draw that walk, get another base runner on. 3-1 to count. Fly ball left field. Adler will float under it and make the catch for out number 3. Winona draws first blood here as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It's 1-0, post 9. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Hey friends, Nikolai Construction says it's time to get back to work. It's time to find a great job with great pay at Nikolai Construction. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, and steel that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nikolai Construction on 29th Street in Marshfield. Get back to work with Nikolai Construction. And our friends from Stone Innovations, they can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, and everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all for you, from fabrication, design, and installation. For your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. Bottom of the second inning, and the Blue Devils will send up Sloan Welch, Brad Neve, and Zane Adler. The 5, 6, 7 hitters in the lineup for the Blue Devils. And that pitch inside for ball one. Marcus Winter on the hill for Winona. Now falls behind in the count 2-0. Defense straight away. Shasso in fairly close in center, not very deep. And ground ball ripped foul on the third baseline. Just a little bit ahead of it. I do like these jerseys that the Blue Devils are wearing. Can't go wrong with pinstripes. Navy blue with white numbers, letters, and white pinstripes. And I believe those are their jerseys that they purchase and they get to keep. That called a strike. Count even at 2-2 to Welch. Winter from the windup. Inside for a ball. Worked the count full. Got ahead in the count 2-0. Fouled one off, took a strike, and now just took ball 3. Let's see what Marcus Winter has in his repertoire of pitches. And struck him out swinging. Fastball. Winona has brought a pretty good contingent. I can hear the clapping for Winona to our left in the grandstand. Brad Neve, the batter now. Number 19, Pittsville native. Neve takes ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That pitch inside. Brad Neve, Pittsville native, just went through that town last night, and he hits a ground ball. Carter Shields gets straight through the wickets. Did everything but catch the ball. I just went through Pittsville last night, went through their Monday night as well. They have a pretty big 4th of July parade. And when I drove through on Monday morning, I already saw tents and chairs out on Main Street already. And it's like, is the parade today? And it's like, no, it's usually the 4th of July. They make sure they get out there a day before to mark their spots, claim their spots for the parade. And when I came home Monday night, the wind was really blowing, and a lot of those chairs and some of those tents were in the middle of Main Street. You had to kind of dodge a few. Zane Adler, the batter. And the count even to him at 1-1. Zane, a 2022 graduate of Marshfield, Columbus. He's going to school here at UW Eau Claire, majoring in marketing. Jameson and Keisha Adler are his parents, and he's got 2 sisters, Sienna and Talon. Neve at first, Adler the batter, 2-1 the count. Winter's pitch. Right to third base, Going gets it. They're out at 2, and not able to get the double play. Two away here in the second. Brings up Caden Miller. Caden is from Spencer as they throw over to first. Caden just graduated from Spencer High School. He's going to UW La Crosse. He's going to major in kinesiology. His dad is Ben Miller, and his mom is Naomi McCall. And back in time again. They get a little excited when they have a pickoff play. Miller in the hole, 0-1. Marcus Winter from the stretch, the pitch outside for ball 1. Zane Adler at first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, 1-0 Winona. The pitch inside for ball 2. As I've said before, Marcus Winter pitching for Winona. He's not afraid to get in and to take that inside area of the plate. He'll pitch inside. And fouled back up our way. Bob Gibson, the late Bob Gibson, who used to pitch for the St. Louis Cardinals in the 1960s and 70s. He loved to brush back batters. Someone said that if you were playing in a mother-son game, he did his mother with a pitch. And got him looking to end the inning. 1 left, but nobody across the plate for Marshfield. We head to the top of the third. Winona leading Marshfield 1-0. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball. We're in the top of the third inning between Winona, Minnesota, and Marshfield. Joe Anderson with play-by-play. The master of the modulator, Logan Meyer, to my right. Leading off is Elliot Bennick for Winona, and he hits the first pitch foul down the left field line for strike 1. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. They offer top wages along with a very generous benefits package. You can get health, dental, life, and disability, 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. H&S is looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shifts. Apply online at hsmgco.com. Count even at a ball and strike to Elliot Bennick, the catcher, and the number 9 batter in the lineup for head manager Gary Hepner. John Going and Tyler Kellner due up here in the third. Ben Deach started out by getting the first 4 batters to either ground out or fly out, and then gave up back-to-back hits. The big hit, a RBI double by Cole Shasso, which scored Carter Shields, and we stand at 1-0. One of the things, as I had a chance to talk with Josh Metz, the head manager for Marshfield, is just consistency. It's been one of those years. They're at 3-12 on the season. Some nights they play just superbly well. Fly ball. It's going to stay in the infield. Cherney makes the catch at second base. To finish that thought, he says that he had said to me when we were chatting that it's just consistency. Some nights the kids, the men will play very well and they'll get a win, but you'll play 2 or 3 innings really well, and then that 4th inning, errors, can't hit. You know what I mean? There's just no consistency where John Smith's going to always hit well in this spot or whatever. It's a learning year. This is John Going, who popped up to Bennett Lang at short his first at bat. And a good pitch from Ben Deach to start him out with strike 1. Ben Deach pitching from the stretch. That's become more and more of a common sight in high school and Legion baseball. Last week, when I've mentioned that I worked in Wapaka last week, working at the Battle of the Chain in Wapaka for Dairyland action. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And during games, I had the opportunity to just kind of wander through the grandstand, and saw somebody that looked familiar, and I looked at him, and I said, "Excuse me, are you Joe Vitzenda?" And he said, "Yes, I am." And that's a ball, 2-2. And I said, "My name's Joe Anderson, and I played baseball for you at Royal back in the late 70s, early 80s. He was my high school baseball coach." And we had a really good chat, talked about a lot of things. And I asked him about going from the stretch, that pitch outside for ball 3. 3-2 the count to Going. And one of the things he said is that he teaches that all now with just pitching from the stretch. They don't do the windup anymore. Here's the pitch. And walked him. So Going draws a leadoff walk here in the third. To finish that thought, he had gone to several baseball clinics where the coaches were saying, "We don't do the windup anymore. We just go from the stretch because it's just keep everything in one motion. You don't have to teach a kid another way to pitch if they're just used to going from the stretch. And you can go from the stretch all you want. I mean, you can go from the windup with runners on, but you wouldn't want to do that, but you can." There goes Going. And Going will steal second. Had to wait for the umpire to make the call. Going's hand kind of slid off the second base, and he got it back on before Cherney could put a tag on. Good umpiring to wait for the play to end. That's one thing you got to learn as an umpire. Don't make a call too early. See the play, let it completely happen, and then make the call. Tyler Kellner, the batter, flew out to Brock Bennington in the first. He takes strike 2. Deach looking for his first strikeout of the game here in the third inning. The pitch. Outside. Good block by Sloan Welch behind the plate. Again, consistency. Ben Deach pitches well for the first 4 batters and then gives up back-to-back hits. Gets some pop-ups, gets another, gets 3 in a row out and then walks a batter. That pitch got on strike 3, and he beat it out. So Kellner gets his first K, Deach gets his first K, but the pitch got away from Welch, and with first base open, Tyler Kellner was able to reach base. Now we got runners at the corners with 1 out. And this brings up Marcus Winter, the pitcher, who grounded out to Chase Robinson in the first. Deach wants to induce him into a double play ball if he can to get out of the inning, and he does not. Solid hit for Winter. An RBI. An RBI single for Marcus Winter brings in John Going with the second run of the game for Winona. Kellner all the way to third. Now you got in the courtesy runner. Ethan Merklevitz, I'm not sure. Pardon my pronunciations, friends from Winona. Deach takes a big breath and delivers. Popped up. It'll stay in the infield. Bennett Lang will call for it and make the catch. 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Carter Shields, who had a single in the top of the second and was driven in by Cole Schussel's double for the first run of the matchup here. Shields, number 5, the shortstop for the LeJetz. Here's the pitch, and they send the runner, and they short hop the throw to second. Defensive indifference there. I'm not going to give him a stolen base. That's just me. Remember, I'm not the official scorer. Runners at second and third now with 2 outs. And Shields behind in the count 0-1. And he hits a ground ball. Lang will scoop it, go to first, and get the out. Another run for Winona here in the top of the third. They take the lead 2-0. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball here from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Friends, Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield is ready to help you get the summer's best cut and color. Schedule an appointment at Blues Hair Studio to look your summer best. Don't forget our friends also from Crystal Finishing Systems. They're a family-owned business, and they're now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. Crystal Finishing Systems has openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. You can learn more by logging on to crystalfinishing.com. And don't forget Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Bottom of the third, and leading off for the Blue Devils will be Bennett Lang, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, and he takes ball 1 from Marcus Winter. It'll be Bennett Lang, Ben Deach, and Chase Robinson here for the Blue Devils in the bottom of the third. And Lang hits a shot to third base going, gloves it, and throws it about 5 feet over the head of first baseman Cody Hundorf. And Lang will trot into second. As the throwing error on John Going is recorded. Top of the order, Ben Deach. Ben was plunked on the helmet in the top of the first, leading off. Count now even in a ball and a strike. Or 0-1, excuse me. Getting some texts from my daughter. She just graduated from Northwestern. She worked in the athletic department. Here's the pitch outside for ball 1. She worked was one of the tutoring coordinators as part of her assistantship when we were talking about the head coach for Northwestern football. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle can be, and we're going to get a run scored as Lang is going to come in standing up, and an RBI single for Ben Deach. Brings in Bennett Lang for the first run of the game for Marshfield. The head coach for Northwestern Wildcats football team got a 2-week suspension by the school for some hazing issues that occurred. And, you know, when you're the head coach, you got to take responsibility for all of that. Marshfield on the board now, 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Chase Robinson, the batter, he flew out to Cole Shasso at first, and a close play at first. Good stretch by Cody Hundorf as he's holding on Ben Deach. Ground ball going to second, to first. No. So Robinson will reach on a fielder's choice. Brock Bennington, the batter, who struck out looking in the first with 1 away. 1 run in for Marshfield here in the bottom of the third. They'd like more. Bennington, the center fielder. And Robinson at first. High for ball 1. Nice breeze blowing in from the north-northwest. Probably about 5 or 10 miles an hour. 69 degrees at game time. And that pitch inside to Bennington. You would think in July it would be 90 degrees by now. It was pretty roasty toasty in Wapaka last week. They send Deach. And Deach will get the Robinson, excuse me, as the pitch got past Elliot Bennick. And a little bit lax with squeezing the ball as Gary Hepner will come out and talk to his team. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Kerry Vannert, State Farm, on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. Marshfield residents, find Kerry Vannert, State Farm on Facebook to get started. I guess Kerry Vannert likes that when I sing the little jingle. Conference over. It's 3-0 to Brock Bennington, and Chase Robinson now at second. Fly ball, left field. Back goes Vistens. It's back to the wall. It's going to be off the wall. Here comes Robinson with the tying run. And a triple for Brock Bennington off the left field wall. So an RBI triple for Brock Bennington as soon as he hit that ball, he had the speed racer wheels on and got the third. We are now tied at 2 runs here in the bottom of the third. And Marcus Winter had been cruising along, and now 2 runs they've scored off of him. Still only 1 out. Aiden Cherney, who flew out to Josh Heftman in right, 0 for 1. Sloan Welch on deck for Marshfield. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Chasso will camp under and get the catch. He will come home. But the throw is way offline as Bennington scores the go-ahead run for Marshfield. So a sacrifice RBI for Aiden Cherney. Two outs now. And Sloan Welch, the catcher, who was a strikeout victim in the second inning, the batter. Base is empty with 2 away. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Sloan, a graduate of Auburndale this year. Folks are Jason and Amanda Welch. He's got a sister, Kaylin, and a brother named Brennan. And again, Sloan, a 2023 graduate of Auburndale. He's going to be majoring in high school education here at UW Eau Claire. 1-2 the count to Mr. Welch. He hits a ground ball. The first base side. Hundorf will glove it and get the third out. Marshfield on the board with 3 runs here in the bottom of the third to take the run. 3-2, take the lead, 3-2. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball here from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Friends, Heartland Farms, tell you what, nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farms 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. And I have been told that if you have bought a bag of Lay's potato chips, you are eating a potato chip grown by Heartland Farms. 3-2 Marshfield here in the top of the 4th. And Winona will send up to the plate Cole Schussel, Jonathan Heftman, and Trevin Vestens. Ben Deach starts his 4th inning of work on the mound for the Blue Devils. has walked one, struck out one. And so far 3 hits. And Shasso awaits the pitch. Low for ball 1. Joe Anderson here, joined by the maestro of the modulator, Mr. Logan Meyer. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast today. We've got 3 games for you on the network. That pitch high and inside kind of squirted out of Sloan Welch's glove, but nobody on. The one strikeout that Deach earned against Tyler Kellner got past Sloan Welch. And with first base open, Welch was able to run the first and get on base. That one pitch got away from Welch as well. A learning year for Marshfield. 3-12 on the season. They've had some great moments. They've had some moments they'd like to forget. And that pitch inside, and he walked him. So Shasso will draw the leadoff walk here in the top of the 4th. Only the second walk of the game given up by Ben Deach. Jonathan Heffman, the right fielder, popped up to chase Robinson at third. So 0 for 1. Righty against righty here. And the pitch. There goes Shasso. And he will steal second. Want to know the count to Heftman. Trevin Vestens on deck for Winona. Here's the pitch. Strike called. 1-1 the count. Ben Deach graduated from Marshfield Senior High this past May. And fly ball to left field. Zane Adler will camp under it and get the out. Nice catch for Adler for the first out. Yeah, Ben Deach, Ben Deach, his parents are Paul and Janine Deach. He's got 2 sisters, Mackenzie and Allie. And he's going to UW Eau Claire as well. His major is undecided. His favorite sports team, Milwaukee Brewers. And he likes to play baseball and golf. Left-handed hitting Trevin Vestens, the batter. Or Vestens. We're going to go with Vestens. And if it's not pronounced correctly, my bad. 1-0 count. Schussel at second with 1 away. That pitch outside off speed for ball. 2-0 the count. That's one thing, again, Deach has his moments where he's just spot on, and then he has his moments where he just doesn't get a strike across the plate. And that will cause Coach Josh Metz to come out and have a chat with his starting pitcher. Friends, for the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. You can contact Brian at 715-213-4468. Again, that's Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. Meeting of minds on the mound. Sun has gone out of the press box here area and now behind us, so we're in the shade. I could tell the sun was going away because Logan's glasses lightened up. You got those glasses that kind of darken for sun, right? Count is 3-0 to Trevin Viestens, with Shasowitz second and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Deach. Called a strike. Got that inside corner. 3-1 now. Bennington fairly deep in center field. Caden Miller just a few steps off the warning track in right. Adler in left midway. Winona's been, when they're on defense, they bring that outfield fairly close to the infield. Full count now to Viestens. And drew a full count walk. Infield fly situation here now for the defense for Marshfield. 2 on, 1 out. And Elliot Bennick, the batter, who popped up to Adam Cherney. And he hits another pop-up high. Neve makes the call. The infield fly rule was in effect, so he was out no matter what. So one pitch got Bennick to pop up for the second out. And we'll bring up leadoff hitter John Going with a pop-up and a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored in the third. The pitch, ground ball. Third base, Robinson will get the force out at third to end the inning. No runs here in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Marshfield 3, Winona 2. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball here from Carson Park in Eau Claire. We head to the bottom of the fourth where the Marshfield Blue Devils lead the Winona LeJetz post 9, 3-2. Marshfield will bring up to the plate here in the fourth Brad Neve, Zane Adler, and Caden Miller against pitcher Marcus Winter. Winter cruised through the first 2 innings and gave up 3 runs in the third, which has Marshfield in the lead. Neve reached on an error his first at bat, so 0 for 1. The big first baseman takes ball 1. And pitch outside, ball 2. Puffy clouds to the northeast and to the northwest. They talked about possibility of rain this morning, but no, there's no rain. There's a strike, 2-1. Down on the farm in Kendall yesterday, it got kind of cloudy, overcast. Looked like it was thought about raining, but I tell you, it's dry. It is really dry out. Here's the pitch. Hell, even here in Carson Park, you can see that patch of dead grass in front of the pitcher's mound. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So a strikeout for Winter. That's his second of the game. Pardon me, his fourth of the game. He had 2 in the second, 1 in the first, and here 1 in the fourth. Zane Adler reached on a fielder's choice, 0 for 1, his first at bat. All it takes is 1 inning, and you can win a game. Yeah, pitch inside. 2-0 to Adler. Caden Miller on deck. Strike 1. And popped up, out of play, foul. Bounces off one of the utility sheds, out of play here at Carson Park. Count even at 2 to Zane Adler. The pitch popped up. Will it be playable? And I'll tell you, it would have been outstanding play for Marcus Winter, but he had to think about running into the fence. So he did the best he can. It was glanced off his glove. So Adler stays alive with the count 2-2. One out, base is empty. Here's the pitch to Adler. And now it runs full, 3-2. Full count pitch. Ball 4. As Adler draws a walk here with 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Yes, it is dry out. I'm not really sure. I know the last time I was in the farm when June it rained. If you don't know where Kendall is, by the way, if you know where Tome is, it's roughly the same area. 1 on, 1 out. And Caden Miller, the Spencer grad, going to the UW La Crosse to major in kinesiology. And he fouls that one away into the stands, first base side. Count even at a ball in the strike. I know last time I mowed the lawn down there on the farm, I just kind of cut it as low as I could. That's what we always used to do as kids. When we mowed the lawn, we mowed it just as short as we could, so we didn't have to mow it very often. And they run Adler, and he is gunned down. Good throw by Bennick. Kellner with the tag. Two away, and count on Miller is 1-2. Coach Metz is pretty aggressive on the base paths, and Adler pretty speedy. But a good throw from Bennick and an excellent tag by Kellner wipes out the stolen base attempt. 2 away, here's the pitch. And that one inside. It makes Caden Miller kind of say hello. The pitch. Fly ball, right center field. And Heftman makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the fourth. We head to the fifth. Marshfield leading Winona 3-2. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, broadcast of Legion Baseball here from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Game 1 of 3 on the network today. We'll have a game immediately following the conclusion of this. It'll feature Green Bay Southwest versus Eau Claire Pizza Hut post 53. And then we have a little bit of a break, and at 8 o'clock we will bring you the Marshfield Blue Devils against Eau Claire Pizza Hut. That's scheduled for 8 o'clock. So 3 games on the network here from Carson Park. Ben Deach to start his 5th inning of work for the Blue Devils. Tyler Kellner, Marcus Winter, and Cody Hundorf due up for post 9. Kellner 0 for 2. And they were going to start play, and the umpire forgot his mask. He had to take care of some paperwork and some other things, and put his mask over on the first base side, and wouldn't you know, he was going to start playing. It's like, wait a minute, I'm missing my mask. Here we go. Kellner waits the pitch, and that pitch called a strike, curveball that must have just bit the corner of the plate for Ben Deach. Marshfield leading 3-2 here in the 5th. And hit him right in the back. Marcus Winter now the batter with Kellner at first after being hit by the pitch. Tell you, the Winona fans, I mean, they brought a pretty good contingent. Whenever you see Winona does a good play, you'll hear a lot of cheering, a lot of applause. Deach. And they're wanting to see if that was a balk. He stepped off. Got to step off of that pitcher's plate. Winter squared to bunt. And Welch squirted out of his glove, out of his mitt. Count is 1-0. Now, if Deach had made an attempt to throw a fake throw to first, that would have been a balk. But he did not make a throwing attempt. There goes the runner, and he's going to have a stolen base standing up. Kellner advancing to second base. Third stolen base of the contest for Winona here in the 5th. Welch with the bunt, right in front of the plate. Can they get the out at first? No, they can't. As Deach with a throwing error. will bring in the tying run. Kellner running all the way and scores to tie the game at 3. That'll bring up Cody Hundorf. And now we've got a chat with Coach Metz. I think we may have a pitching change. And we're going to have some switching here. So a pitching change is going to happen here as Ben Deach will be relieved here in the 5th.
Number 3, Ethan Merkowitz, the courtesy runner at second base for Winona. Batter is the first baseman, Cody Humboldt.
Maybe we're not. We are not. I thought we were going to have a pitching change. He's going to stay with Deach. Try to get through the 5th inning here. Nobody out. Runner, 1 run in. Runner at second. And Hundorf now ahead in the count, 1-0. Deach has struck out 1 in the game so far. Hit 1 batter. And walk 3. Fly ball left field. Adler back. At near the track, gets the catch for out number 1. Carter Shields, the shortstop, 1 for 2, a single and a ground out, and scored the first run of the game for Winona in the 2nd inning. Runner still at second with 1 away. What a gorgeous day to come and watch baseball. Come on out to Carson Park. Check this out in person. And call the strike if you're not able to. Thanks for tuning in to Zaleski Sports. We appreciate the viewership. American Legion Baseball here from Carson Park. Oh, and 1 the count to Shields. Ben Deach's pitch way behind him. Again, consistency. Count even at a ball and a strike. There's a fastball right down Broadway. Deach, a product of Marshfield Senior High. Up and down season for them this past year. The pitch. And that one, another one behind him. Count even at 2. Logan thinks that the helicopter you hear in the background could be a helicopter for Mayo Clinic. Okay. He says they fly over the field quite often. Here's the pitch inside for ball 3. That's quite an advance in medicine, mid-flight. Three and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Yeah, if you're in med flight, you've got to be trained. The training is so intense for that. And it's not just once a year. I believe it's once a month or once every. I mean, it's pretty intense training. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Ben Deach to Carter Shields. And the umpire calls it a ball. Fourth walk of the contest given up by Ben Deach. Infield fly rule in effect is Cole Chasso with that big RBI double in the second. And a walk in the fourth. 1 for 1 is Mr. Chasso. Infield fly if you have runners at first and second with less than 2 outs. If the batter hits it into the infield, he is immediately called out. And it's in foul territory. Oh, and Deach called for it. Robinson was close to him, so he called him off, and Deach dropped it. Chasso gets another breath of life here. Beautiful Carson Park in Eau Claire. 0-2 the count with 1 away. Chasso, bases runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Fly ball center field. Bennington will get it easily for out number 2. Kind of start to hear some of the fans from Marshfield. It's about an hour and a half or so, maybe 2-hour drive from Marshfield. I drove from Loyal. I took the back way. I took the Zaleski Mobile today, which is the old Ford 500, and it's got some issues with the frame and the suspension. And if I'm going to break down, I'm going to break down on Old Highway 12 instead of Highway 29. 2 away, 2 on. And Jonathan Heftman 0 for 2. And that pitch gets by Welch. And the quick-thinking Marcus Winter will steal third. Shields will stay at first, so runners at the corners. And count is 1-0 to Jonathan Heftman. One run is in for Winona here in the 5th to tie the score at 3. Ben Deach comes set and delivers. Shields will advance to second. No play on him as they threw to third to try to see if they could catch Marcus Winter. And they're going to give an intentional walk here to Heftman. So now you've got an out at any base. That's something new, too, in Major League Baseball. Well, you just saw an intentional out where the defense just said, yeah, we're going to walk this guy, no, and they never throw a pitch. You had to have, in Major League, you had to have 4 pitches out of the strike zone. Ground ball. They're going to get out of the inning as Vistens will ground out to Cherney at short. 1 run comes in to tie the score at 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
What Heartland
For 50
Farms?
years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball. Joe Anderson here, joined by Logan Meyer. Head to the bottom of the fifth, and tied at 3. You're going to notice that here I thought that Coach Metz was going to pull his starter and Ben Deach, but kept him in. In these tournament action games, your starter's got to get at least 5, maybe even 6 innings in, so you don't run out of pitchers. Bennett Lang, the batter, reached on an error and scored the 3rd run for Marshfield, or first run, and he grounds to Going, and Going, wild throw, and it's going to get past Hundorf, so another E5. I'll tell you, Bennett Lang has had John Going's number. I'll bring up Ben Deach, top of the order. Hit by a batter, hit by a pitch, and a RBI single in the 3rd for Ben Deach. The pitch, call the ball. Temperature up now to 73 degrees. Warmed up 4 degrees and sunny. There are white, wispy, puffy clouds in the sky. Deach fouls that one away over behind the press box. 2-1 the count to Deach. After the conclusion of this game, we'll have our second game, which will feature Green Bay Southwest versus Eau Claire Pizza Hut. Ripped, what a play by Going at 3rd. And got him, my gosh, John Going. Excellent play by that young man at 3rd defensively. That was a hot smash down the 3rd baseline, and Going gloved it, diving to his left. Got up, got a good throw over to Hundorf at first to get the out. Robinson, the batter now. Chase, 3rd baseman. 0 for 2. Fly out to center field and reached on a fielder's choice and scored the 2nd run of the contest for Marshfield. We're tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Nice off-speed pitch from Marcus Winter. 5th inning of work for Winter. 4 strikeouts in the contest for Mr. Winter, and has walked only 1. And that pitch, a wild pitch in the dirt. And that will allow Bennett Lang to advance to 3rd. So the go-ahead run only 90 feet away for Marshfield. We'll see what we shall see, as my father used to say. 1 out, 1-2 count to Robinson. He hits a ground ball. They're going to get the play at home. And he beat it out. He ground ball to John Going, and he went home, and Bennick not able to make the so an RBI fielder's choice for Chase Robinson gives Marshfield the lead back now at 4-3. Still 1 out. Robinson at first, and Bennington 1 for 2. He had an RBI triple in the third. And that ball, when he hit it well back to the wall, it actually hit off the wall. Vistens had a hard time corralling it in left field. Schassel, middle of the center field. He's playing in, not very deep. Bennington can get a hold of one. He can hit it in that left center field gap and get it over Schassel's head. But he's in the hole 0-2 to Winter. Winter gets him to foul that one back. Triple header here on Zaleski Sports this afternoon and this morning. It's still morning. Game started at, we were here at 0900. What does the O mean? Oh my gosh, it's early. Here's the pitch. Fouled on the third baseline. Oh, 2 for Bennington with Robinson at first. Here's the pitch from Winter. And stolen base for Robinson. He's only given up 3 hits on the contest today. And the strikeout of Bennington looking for the second out. Aiden Cherney, the batter. 0 for 1. Flew out to Josh Heftman in right. And a sac fly RBI in the third. That pitch high. At the conclusion of this game, they'll do some work on the infield, reline the batter's box, do a little bit. I'll trot down and get myself some lineups. Maybe a snack. Pop fly ball. Shields makes the catch from shortstop. What a great catch by the shortstop, Carter Shields, to end the inning. One comes in to give Marshfield the lead, 4-3 as we head to the top of the 6th. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Power & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Power & Find Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of American Legion Baseball. You're watching the 27th Annual River City Classic Invitational, hosted by the Eau Claire American Legion Post here in beautiful Carson Park in Eau Claire. We head to the top of the 6th inning with Marshfield leading Winona 4-3. Joe Anderson joined by Logan Meyer. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast today. Looks like there's a little action going to go on in the bullpen for Winona. Jonathan Heftman is going to start warming up in the bullpen for Coach Hepner. Winona will bring up the number 9 hitter in Elliot Bennick. Elliot 0 for 2 today. Ben Deach in his 6th inning of work for Coach Metz and the Blue Devils from Marshfield. Sporting those spiffy jerseys. I know I've talked quite a bit about the jerseys, but I just think they look very, very sharp. Deach behind in the count, 2-0. Bennick, 2 pop-ups to second and first. And takes ball 3. Bennick obviously will be taking this pitch. Try to get on base. Deach gets the sign and delivers. And walked him on 4 straight pitches. So the number 9 hitter reaches on a walk, and now Coach Metz is going to call time. And I think he's going to pull. I think he has to. Yes, he does. He has to pull Ben Deach. We'll do the numbers for Ben Deach here quickly. Pitching line for Ben Deach, 5 innings, 3 hits, walked 6, struck out 1, and allowed 3 runs and hit 1 batter. And then we're going to have a relief pitcher coming in now as number 14, Isaac Zeps. Try to catch some of those changes here in a minute. Isaac Zeps now pitching in relief for Marshfield.
For Marshfield, going in the number 8 spot in the batting order, now pitching number 14, Isaac Zepp. Ben Deach now moves to left field, and Zane Adler moves to right field.
See if I have this right. Isaac Zeps now pitching for Marshfield will move into the 8th spot in the batting order, and Caden Miller will have a seat. Zane Adler moves from left field to right field, and Ben Deach will move to left. Those changes here in a moment. Zeps faces John Going. John on the afternoon, or in the morning yet. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Zeps, number 14. Isaac Zeps. And a good attempt by Welch, but he couldn't catch that pop-up bunt. Good defensive effort for that young man. As Zane Adler moves to right field. And Deitch has moved to left. They put Zeps in the 8th spot. So Caden Miller will go to the dugout. 1-2 now the count to going. Deitch still responsible for the runner at first, and Bennick. Tying run at first. And a good knockdown by Welch behind the plate. Go-ahead run at the plate for Winona. Next game due to start at 12:30, so we'll have a quick turnaround. Zeps, the righty, comes set, delivers. There goes the runner. Hit and run is on. And here comes Bennick. And they sent him, and Bennick got halfway home, and a good throw in by Adler, and he had to hit the brakes and get back. Wow. The hit and run was on. And Elliot Bennick they were waving him home, and he came around third and went, holy smokes. That throw is going to be right on the mark from Adler in right, and I better hit the brakes and go back. Tying run 90 feet away for Winona, and timeout called by Welch, and he'll talk to Isaac Zeps and Marshfield of the Blue Devils. Runners at second and third with nobody out. A walk and a double. And this brings up Tyler Kellner. Tyler 0 for 2. Flew out, struck out, but reached on an error and was hit by a pitch and scored the tying run in the 5th. Here's the pitch. And Welch having some issues keeping the ball in the catcher's mitt. Count is 1-0 to Tyler Kellner. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Past Lang. We're going to be tied here. That's an RBI single for Tyler Kellner. So we're tied at 4. And still nobody out. Marcus Winter, the batter, is 1 for 3. RBI single in the second, otherwise a ground down and reached on an error. Still nobody out. That run charge to Deitch. And Zeps, and with his second batter, has given up back-to-back hits. The pitch. Ground ball. Lang will glove it, look to third, go to first, and get the out. One away as Kellner is now advanced to second. Infield is in. Try to keep that run from scoring on a bunt or an infield single. John going at third for Winona as Isaac Zeps the pitch. 1-0 the count to Hundorf. The pitch outside for ball 2. Marshfield looking pretty good going into the 6th. They were up 4-3. And just like that, we're tied at 4 with the go-ahead run for Winona at third with 1 out. And Isaac Zepps in relief of Ben Deach now falls behind Hundorf 3-0. Runners at second and third. Zepps comes set. The pitch. Called a strike. You got to think that he was taking all the way. Gonna make the pitcher throw you a strike. Little pop-up, and it's going to score the go-ahead run, +1. Got him out. They're going to say Kellner was tagged by Welch on the good throw from Ben Deach. Coach Hepner does not agree with the call, but it is what it is. So in a big RBI single for Cody Hundorf, now gives Winona the lead 5-4. Both umpires are going to talk it over. Yeah, and they're both going to agree that it was tagged out. I had that same situation, that kind of a situation that happened where the base umpire was called into play. Hundorf ends up at second after all of this. And this is Carter Shields, 1 for 2. A single and a walk. Two in here so far in the 6th inning for Winona. Isaac Zepps in relief of Ben Deach on the mound for Marshfield, and a ground ball knocked down by Cherney, and they do get the out. Winona takes the lead back with 2 here in the top of the 6th. It's now 5-4. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, you're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Welcome back to the River City Classic, the 27th Annual Legion Baseball Tournament, hosted by Eau Claire. We head to the bottom of the 6th. And Marshfield will send up Sloan Welch, Brad Neve, and Zane Adler to the plate. Marcus Winter in his 6th inning of work with a 5-4 lead now. Good work on the mound for Winter. Five strikeouts for Winter. And has yet to walk a batter. Well, pardon me, he's walked one. Sloan Welch on the morning, 0 for 2, a strikeout and pop and grounded out to Cody Hundorf. Marshfield led 4-3 coming into the top of the 6th and gave up 2 runs as Winona took the lead back. They started out leading 2-0 through 3, and in the bottom of the 3rd, Marshfield with 3 of their own, and Welch down on strikes. Well, we were tied at 3. Pardon me, it was 3-2 after 3. Then it was 4-3 in the 4th, and then the 2 in the 6th. Brad Neve on the morning. It's not afternoon yet. It's only 11:47. You got 13 minutes left. Brad Neve is 0 for 2. Reached on an error and struck out. And a strike called. 1-1 the count. Neve, the number 6 batter in the lineup for manager Josh Metz. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Kellner scoops it up. Throws over to Hundorf for out number 2. Zane Adler, who started out on left and moved to right. Zane in the morning is 0 for 2. Oh, pardon me, 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice. He drew a walk in the 4th, but was thrown out trying to steal second. Good throw from Elliot Bennick, and the tag applied by Tyler Kellner wiped him out on that steal attempt. 2 away for Adler, and he takes strike 1. Marcus Winter pitching very well today. Only 1 walk on the morning. 6 strikeouts on the day for Winter. And right back at him. Scoops it up, tosses it over to Hundorf at first. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 7th with Winona leading Marshfield 5-4. And you are watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Welcome back to the Zaleski Sports broadcast of American Legion Baseball. You're watching the 27th Annual River City Classic Invitational, hosted by Eau Claire's American Legion Post. And we're at Carson Park here in Eau Claire. Joe Anderson joined by Logan Meyer. 7th inning. And Isaac Zepps starts his 2nd inning of relief work and came in the 6th. In relief of starter Ben Deach. He will face the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup for Winona. Cole Schussel, Jonathan Hoffman, and Trevin Viestens. Just a reminder that right after this game, we will have our second game featuring Green Bay Southwest versus Eau Claire Pizza Hut. That'll be at 12:30, so a quick turnaround. Zeps starts him out with ball 1. Schussel, an RBI double in the second. A walk and a flyout. He follows that one back. The best view in the stadium right now is right where Logan and I are. This is an excellent press box. The only thing you got to worry about is we're up above the screen, so if anybody hits a fly, pop up, a foul ball, it can end up right in your lap. Logan said that if anything got close to me, he would dive and put his body in front of mine to save me. And he looked at me and he says, yeah, right, and chuckles. 2-1 to count. Schussel hits a fly ball to right field. Adler will camp under it for the easy catch and out number 1. He'll bring up Jonathan Heftman. Jonathan is 0 for 2, popped up to third and flew out to left. More work in the bullpen for Winona. And looks like, if I read it right, Marcus Winter warming up. Did his warm-up tosses in the bullpen for Winona. Zeps, the pitcher here for Marshfield, facing Jonathan Heftman. The big bird's nest in the left center field light standard. What kind of bird is that, Logan? He's got to think about it. I stumped him. Second place I've seen it. I've seen it at Nakusa too, at their old football field. And we're not talking a little nest. We're talking a condo. I swear to God that nest is bigger than my dorm room in college. Three and 1 the counts. Make it 3-2 as Heftman swings and misses. They've only struck out once in this contest, have Winona. It popped up our way, over our heads to our right. And no, Logan did not make an attempt to get in front of the ball. I'm on my own. Full count, and he walked him. Heftman draws the walk. And that will put Trevin Viestens in the batter's box. So Viestens 0 for 2 with a walk. Coach Hepner would like nothing more than to get an insurance run here with 1 out if he could get 1 or more here in the top of the 7th. Squares to bunt, pulls back, call ball 1. Two teams pretty aggressive on the bases. Winona's had several hit and run opportunities. Neve holding on Heftman at first. Zeps will get the sign and come to the plate. And the runner goes, and a stolen base for Heftman. V-Sten's ahead in the count 2-0. Zepp's responsible for the go-ahead run in the 6th. And behind in the count 3-0 to V-Stens. Make that 3-1. Triple header here on the network. We have a game coming up at 12:30. So a quick turnaround for Logan and I, but we can do it. Fly ball. Left field. Oh, it's in the gap. It's extra bases. Here's that run I talked about. So an RBI double for V-Stens now makes it 6-4. Winona. Coach Metz will come out and talk to his pitcher. Boy, didn't think at first that was going to be trouble, but it turned into trouble pretty quick. What a big hit for V-Stens. Get that 2-run cushion now going into the 7th. There could be more. V-Stens at second. Brings in Elliot Bennick. Elliot 0 for 2. With a walk. And that pitch high for ball 1. Still only one out here in the top of the 7th. 74 degrees now here in Eau Claire. And that one rifled right up the middle, tracked down by Lang, gets the out. Good defensive play by Bennett Lang. Right up the middle. So John Going, the batter, leadoff hitter for the LeJetz, post number 9. John on the morning popped up to short, a walk and scored a run in the 3rd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, and a double in the 6th and scored a run, the go-ahead run for Winona. They're now up 6-4, and the count 0-1 to John Going. The pitch, high for a ball. Three and 1 to count to Going. The pitch, ground ball. Robinson at third will glove it over to first to get the 3rd out. Big run comes in for Winona here in the top of the 7th as they now take a 6-4 lead. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 6-4 Winona. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chile, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children, to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning here in the first game of the River City Classic here on Saturday. Last chance for Marshfield. And leading off will be Isaac Zepps, number 7. Make a change there. That's Brendan Full. Pitching line for Isaac Zepps, 2 innings, 4 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, and 2 runs allowed while he was on the hill. This is Brendan Fuller. Oh no, pardon me, Trevor. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry about that. This is Mr. Fimmel. Fimmel behind, count even to him, 2-2. Marcus Winter working on the 7th inning here for Winona. And struck him out. Seventh strikeout for Winter. So far for Marcus Winter today, he's allowed 2 hits, walked 1, struck out 7. And Bennett Lang, the batter. Count even, he's ahead in the count now. 2-1. Foul, hits that one foul down the left field line. Bennett on the day has been the thorn to John Going at third, as he's induced John to commit 2 throwing errors. And Lang now full count. Here's Winter's pitch. And a little excuse me hit, foul. Don't forget to stick around for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show at the conclusion of this matchup. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Full count to Bennett Lang. And hits a pop-up. Playable. In foul territory. And Winter makes the call for out number 2. At the last chance for Marshfield is Ben Deach. Ben on the morning, hit by a pitch, single, an RBI single in the 3rd, and a ground out in the 5th. And we're going to get a pitching change. As they're going to bring in number 18, Elijah Dennison. So Elijah Dennison will come in with 2 outs here in the 7th. Final numbers on Marcus Winter: 6 2/3, 2 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 4 runs, and 1 hit batter. As I'm kind of tallying up the at-bats here for Marshfield, there's an awful lot of zeros. 0 for 3, 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 0 for 1. A lot of the runs scored due to defensive errors or walks, or not really walks, a lot of errors for, and I don't even want to say a lot, just enough errors to score in timely hits. But Marshfield has been shut out since the 5th inning. And last chance here for Marshfield. They're down to their last out in the form of Ben Deach. We'll do a quick wrap-up for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show at the conclusion of this game, and then we will take a little time out and bring you the second game, which will feature Green Bay Southwest versus Eau Claire Post 53. 2-0 the count for Dennison. Count now 2-1. Fly ball, right field, back goes Heftman, and makes the catch to end the game. Final score here in game number 1, Winona 6 and Marshfield 4. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Caffla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.